wondered why the market always goes against you? Many times after you've bought a share, then share prices started to drop. Is it because that the market doesn't like you? How do we overcome this situation then?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. All right. Okay, 恭喜發財，公司發財. Okay, to whoever are attending to our section today. Okay, thank you very much for joining our section today. This Elkie here today with you guys on our weekly market outlook. All right. Okay. So last Monday we skipped the section because it was a short week. Okay, and today we're gonna resume with our routine market outlook sections. All right. Okay, so if we look at our market today, you can see our market is actually making quite a strong move. We are seeing our KLCI is trading to 1533.5, up by 10.74 points as of the morning section. All right. Okay. As for the sentiment wise, we can see that it's overall quite healthy with 475 gainers, and also the decliners is only 345. So overall, we can see the market breadth are more skewed towards positive, and our trading volume also increased quite a fair bit. Okay, the volume has been coming back after a short week last week, and as of afternoon, we can see that it's 1.7 billion volume transacted. And if we look at the value, it's standing at 1.1 billion. So what we are seeing from here is if we take 1.71, okay, if we use the calculator, and if we take 1.7 divided by we should use the 1.1, okay. 1.1 divided by 1.7 volume, we can see the average trading is about 64 to 65 cents. It's above 1 ringgit. It's above 50 cents. Okay, the average traded price still higher. Okay, mainly it's because we can see on the top gainers there are quite a number of all these stocks that moving, like PMB tag. We also have glove counters and glove counters that are moving. Okay, we can see all these glove related counters. They are like Hatalega, 5 ringgit plus. They are moving. We are seeing Aeon Credit, some banking stocks are also moving today. All right, so these are some of the contributors to today, and that bring up contribute to the positive sentiment for today, for this week. Okay, so for this week moving forward, I'm still having quite a positive view for this week, and I think it's a very good scenario for us to do some trading. Okay, before the heavy earnings week during the end of the February. Okay, so I'm seeing for coming this week, next week, we should see a little bit more rally. Okay, compared to January. All right. Okay, so if we look at the index, okay, let me remove some of my indicator. Okay, so it won't look too messy for you guys. Okay, if we look at the FBM KLCI, the index chart, okay, we can see the index has rebounded back above the 20 days moving average. Okay, which previously last week we have been seeing the index has been capping at 15, 25, 26 level. Okay, Raymond, happy Rindri. Okay, today is Totat. For Chinese, many of them we called it. This is birthday for everyone. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay. Let's back to the FBM KLCI. Okay, for this level of breakouts, we can see that it is actually a very critical breakout for FBM KLCI, whereby if we look at the chart, this is the key support and resistance level. Okay, all right, and every time when we see this kind of breakdown. If it break down, we see a very strong spike, okay? Or if it touch and rebound, or if it really able to clear, we see quite a strong move, okay? So as long we see the FBM KLCI able to sustain above 15, 25, 26 area, we should see a stronger move. At least I would say that it would try to test to 1543 or even higher to 1563 area, okay, for our local index FBM KLCI. Okay, so if you're trading some of the blue chips stocks, FBM KL, the KLCI components, then you know that this week you might want to be a little bit more bullish bias and look for some of the sector or some of the stocks that able to be benefited from this run. Okay, so some of the sector that we are looking very closely is, you can see if we base on the our daily pick for today, you can see basically what are we looking at actually are oil and gas. For oil and gas, we have Almada and Hengyuan. Okay, we also have plantation stocks, Chipat and MHC. We also have some building materials like LB Alum and AYS. Okay, and some more towards technical, like we are seeing the technical the rebound in the tech stocks. That's why we have Wong Insights, and also some potential upward movement in some selected logistic counters. That's why we have Harbor in our daily pick for today. All right, so if you're trading FBM KLCI, one of the oil and gas stocks that you can look into is the Dialog. Okay, for Dialog, we are seeing that Dialog has attempted to rebound, but we can see it stays shy of the 200 MA. You can see 200 MA has been a very strong resistance for Dialog. Okay, so you can see all these are a very strong resistance for 200 MA. And once it cleared the 200 MA, it has been a very strong move for Dialog. Hence, if you are doing some long-term trading on Dialog, then you might really want to monitor closely if this week gonna be a decisive week whereby it cleared the 200 MA and also move higher from here. Okay. All right. So if we look at some of the popular stocks for oil and gas, like let's say Hibiscus, okay, you can see Hibiscus actually make quite a strong move today. But what we are seeing is, for me, I would see that after recent days of rally, okay, I'm actually feeling there is a potential retracement happening right here, and also a sense of losing momentum. Okay, first thing what we can see is after the rally on 27 with a very strong volume, the further breakout cannot surpass the previous volume anymore. And today, even though we are seeing the price breaking higher, but the volume is trying to catch up. But today is half day already. It's right over here. So if we are seeing today it's actually a reversal, but the volume is stronger, then it might indicate there is a potential profit taking happening and driving down lower. Okay, especially if today we are seeing the price if during the afternoon section the price trade below 1 ringgit 09. So for those who are trading Hibiscus today, and if you're doing short-term trading, you might really want to monitor closely at 1 ringgit 09 or even the day low of 1 ringgit 07, especially if it break below 1 ringgit 07 for Hibiscus today, then you have to be really alert. Okay, the reason why I'm also seeing a potential retracement happening right here is we can see the price has moved quite a fair bit away from the 20 days moving average. So in a sense that the probability of a retracement happening is quite high, and the price might normalize near to the 20 days moving average, or it might just go sideways, supported around at 1 ringgit area, go sideways, be waiting for the 20 days moving average to catch up before we can trade further, okay, on these stocks, okay, on Hibiscus. And if we look at like Amada, okay, you can see for Amada, the buying momentum is not there. Okay, although we see a strong breakout on last Friday, it doesn't continue. And as for Hing Yuan, we can see it have moved higher, and today it's touching the 200 MA. Okay, there might be resistance. Okay, so for short-term trading wise, the short-term trading, the target will be somewhere around here, 4 ringgit 30 cents area, with the resistance about here. Okay, about this level, 4 ringgit 30 cents to 4 ringgit 40 cents area. So we are seeing it's testing the 20 days moving average. So the retracement might happen, but still with the strong move in the oil and gas price, this is likely points to be a short-term retracement for oil and gas counter. So if for some of you guys that asking about whether the oil and gas counter still can trade or not, I would say that the outlook remains strong, but we have to be prepared that there might be some short-term retracement on oil and gas counter. Okay, and if we look at the UK oil, we can see it's still very strongly pressuring upwards. Okay, and this upward movement, it might continue until it reach near the $100 mark. Okay, because it's a wrong number, so we might see the project continue to stay right over there. Okay, of course, we also want to monitor very closely on the geopolitical tensions on the Ukraine and also Russia. All right. Okay, so other than that, if we look into FCPO, okay, if we look into FCPO, we are seeing some of the selling pressure coming in on the CPO. Okay, if we look at 50 minutes charts, we can see today it actually opened gap up and the selling pressure coming in. Okay, however, we are yet to see a lower low form. It's still going on an uptrend on CPO. Okay, so for CPO wise, we want to monitor closely if the price break below 5,560 levels. Okay, or even breaking below 5,500 levels. Okay, if that happens, then we might the chances of we seeing all these plantation related counters can go weak. Okay, more profit taking might happen, because if we look at some counters like Japan, we can see it has been trending higher and trading higher from here. Okay, and some of those that are very performing one, like for today, I would say like Ino. Okay, Ino has been trading very strongly. Okay, and other than that, our another pick, MHC also making a very strong move today. Okay, you can see it triggered at 906 at the breakout of 1 ringgit 02, and then we have further upside until 1 ringgit 09. Okay, so from 102 until 109 is somewhere around a potential of 8% upside, or even if we see a rebound in the CPO price, then we might see a more than 10% potentials on MHC. Okay, other than that, for blue chips wise, then we are looking at some sign plantations. Okay, we can see from sign plantation wise, it's trading on sideway actually. Okay, so it might affected by the exports, the export rules, the taxing in the Indonesia. Okay, and we are yet to see a very strong rebound in the sign plantation. Okay, and besides the plantation, I believe many of you guys are looking at some of the glove counters today. And if you look at some of the glove counters, okay, some of you guys might have this question in mind, asking, hey, Elkie, can we trade into glove counters, okay, on today rebound? Is it gonna be just a short-term rebound, intraday rebound, and intraday rebound for glove counters? And since today it has rebounded so much, we might miss the boat to trade it. All right. Okay, so my personal view on all these healthcare counters is, if we look at technical sites, we are seeing for all these glove counters, it has been going on a bullish divergence for a long time. Okay, let's take the top glove as an example. Okay, and what does bullish divergence means? It's telling me that the selling sentiment, selling momentum has been really slowed down and depleted. Okay, however, we are not seeing a strong rebound, or every time the strong rebound that happened like in November last year, it had a 2 day strong rebound and it sold all the way down and just goes away from there. Okay, so all the rebound, it doesn't sustain because the long-term outlook doesn't support it. Okay, hence I would say that for glove counters, I would say that it is poised for a short-term trading opportunities rather than you buy and keep and hope that it's gonna double and triple for the share price going back into 6 ringgit or even 9 ringgit areas. Okay, the chances of it happening is, I would say, is very slim at this moment. Okay, the reason why is because the long-term prospect it still doesn't support the fundamental of the price movement. Okay, but given that the short term, the selling momentum has depleted and the number of cases, regardless locally or globally, it has been increased. The usage, it should be increased. It should increase. Okay, there is some speculative buying into glove counters. Okay, but yet we are yet to see a strong surge in the SP or in the number of orders coming in. Okay, because we know that why ASP is not increasing is a very competitive environment happening in the sector with among all these glove players. Okay, so from what I know from some of the market players is the ASP for the nitro glove remains somewhere around at USD 21 to 23, which the margin is not really that favorable. It's not really that great. Okay, so in a longer term view for glove counters, it's still not supported for the glove to make a very strong move. However, given the technical view, the short-term buying has depleted. Okay, there is a bullish divergence. If we're able to see the price to break above the levels, okay, and rebound, we might see a short-term movement to 3 ringgit areas for it to continue to go sideways. So from that, it might instead of trading in the range of 2 ringgit to 2 ringgit 50 cents, it might trade somewhere around 2 ringgit 60 cents to 3 ringgit 40 cents area. Okay, so there are rooms for short-term trading for glove counters. Okay, for example, like Top Glove. Okay, and for some of them, like for K plus, that is reaching near the resistance level, then I wouldn't suggest that you want to trade too big. Okay, because we do not know whether it's able to break the resistance or not. Okay, but some like for Top Glove, this morning when I was chatting about Top Glove with my client, there are still some room for it to go, and for Hatta Lega, okay, some bigger one, there are still some room for it to go. Okay, so for glove counters, if you are in the market today, you might really want to trade more towards short term, see money, take money, and then keep some portion, a small portion like 10, 20, or even 30% to try to ride for this swing. Okay, because at this moment, I don't see it gonna. The chances is, if today the buying able to sustain, okay, if today the buying able to sustain, it might push for another day. okay, or after a cycle of T3 contra, then it might push again. Okay, so this week, if you're trading on glove counter, it should be quite positive. Okay, but if today afternoon section, the selling pressure coming, profit taking coming in, then it's likely to stay in a sideways for glove counters. Okay, so that's the view on the healthcare glove counters. And besides that, I think banking is quite worth looking into it as well. Okay, the reason why is because last Friday we have quite a strong figure on the non-farm payroll, US non-farm payroll, and this actually put a very strong view that the Fed's gonna implement hike the rates in March, and with the rate hikes, we are speculating, we are seeing the chances of the OPR rates, all this thing gonna, the interest rate gonna increase at our local sites as well. Okay, so the trading interest for the banking stocks, it might continue to come in as support for this week as well. Okay, so for banking wise, we are seeing ABNB to form quite a good buy interest. Okay, with a some with some resistance at 1 ringgit 30 1 ringgit 50 cents area. So they are quite still some upward space for it for you guys to trade. Okay, and Hong Leong Bank, I've been mentioning to some of my clients since last week. Okay, so for Hong Leong Bank wise, it's just another 20 cents to reach the resistance. So it's not really too worth it to trade right now. But if we look at RHB Bank wise, RHB Bank is yet to make the breakouts. Okay, so if we are seeing it continue to trade above 4 ringgit 56 cents or even 66 cents, we might see for short-term trading, it might cover the gap right over here or even trade to the resistance of 1 ringgit 90 cents for RHB Bank. Okay, and for CIMB wise, CIMB still trading on sideways. Okay, CIMB has been making quite a very strong rally since October last year, and we are seeing the buying momentum has been slowing down. Okay, you can see this is a bearish divergence happening on CMB. Okay, so I might my focus will be for today's trading. I might focus at ABNB and also looking at RHB Bank for the breakout and also MBSB for a potential continuation. Okay, to 60 cents or even to the 64.5 cents for MBSB. Okay, all right. Besides these few sectors, some of the sectors that I think I found is quite interesting is the steel, building materials, steel related counters. Okay, Agia is showing some of the trading volume today, pressuring upwards after many days of sideways movement. Okay, uh, Alcom is making the breakout, the volume yet to pick up. Okay, LB Alum. Okay, the volume is picking up already. So I think building materials parts, aluminium counters, steel related counters, they are quite a good sector for trading, for short-term trading. Okay, I think for those who want to trade, this is one of the sector that good to look into as well. And besides that, will be furniture wood related counters like FL Berhard. We can see the volume is picking up. The price is also making a breakout after a series of sideways. Orlando has been making a strong move from 70 cents to 150 cents right over here, and today is pushing pressuring upwards for the breakouts. It actually has breakout above 455 cents, and if the volume continue to pick up in the afternoon section, then we might see it try to retest the high of 487 cents again. Okay, and Mieko, okay, another furniture counters is pressuring at the 60 cents level. Okay, volume is yet to pick up, but previously when is trading on sideways, we are seeing all this volume accumulations. Okay, so we might see the pressure, the buying pressure to 68 to 69 cents for Mieko. Okay, and if we look at Hivia wise, Hivia is also very healthy today. Okay, Hivia is also very healthy and pressuring upwards. Okay, so for furniture, we can see they actually form quite a base over here, and it looks very nicely done. And there is speculation that the furniture counters might have some good result reported for this quarter or even next quarter, of given that there might be a surge in their sales, okay, from the local side after the flood, okay, because there will be demand of buying new furnitures, all this thing, okay. So all these furnitures counter are capturing some of the trading interest from the markets. Okay, so let's look at some of the counters that audience are asking. Okay, I can see Aaron, I can see you share our video. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, so let's look at one of the counters that you're looking at, Inari. Okay, for Inari, for technology counters, many of them you can see they are actually trading in this kind of formation, selling and then just going sideways. Okay, I believe for VIX is pretty much similar side, selling either some rebound or just sideways. Okay, so for technology counters wise, I would say that if you want to trade, you only want to trade on the technical rebound, okay, whereby you can look at the performance in the Nasdaq overnight, and then the next day, if they are buying interest in the technology counters, you trade. But see money, take money. You don't want to be too greedy on the technology counters at this moment, okay? Because this year, with all these interest rates hikes, all this, the technology counters could be the sectors that are being affected, and we are having lesser buying interest into all these tech counters. Okay, so for Inari wise, if you're trading for short-term trading, you might want to go into like 15 minutes. Okay, into 15 minutes. So if you see it rebounds above the range, okay, you can see this is like a range right over here, rebound above 3 ringgit 30 cents area, then you can trade up to 3 ringgit 40 cents. Or if you want to be more safe, you look for the breakout of 3 ringgit 40 cents and see if it can go to 3 ringgit 50 cents or even 3 ringgit 60 cents area. But the chances are smaller, I would say. Okay, and if you're trading for technical rebounds, you really want to cut loss if the rebound didn't come. Yeah. Okay, so inject no imant. Okay, I'm gonna look at okay, for Mobilia wise. Okay, you can see Mobilia is another furniture counters that just listed just a new IPO last year. Okay, in February last year, we can see it has broke below the low of 21 cents, and then we are seeing the double support rebound at 19 cents. Okay, however, this is not a significant rebound. This is just a technical rebound and likely to resist at 23 cents area, 23 to 24 cents. Okay, for Mobilia wise, at this moment, okay, at this moment, I'm seeing that it's just gonna go sideways, okay, until it able to break above 23.5 cents. Then we might see a further buying pressure to 26 to 29 30 cents. Okay, but given some of the buying interest in all these wood furnitures related counters, if you want to try, you can try. Okay, for this buy with a stop loss below 19 cents. Okay, because if it break below, it might pressure lower. Okay, cut and look for the slowing down in the selling momentum and buy it back. Okay, okay, you can do trading, but not easy, I would say. And as for per card wise, if we look at per cards, we can see from previous chart, per card still holding near the low. Okay. Similarly, for per card to turn into an uptrend, it has to rebound above 73.5 cents. Okay. You have to be really careful if it the buying break below the 66, 65 to 60 cents support and stay below that, it might trend lower. Okay, you don't want to get caught on that. Okay, for put. Alex is looking at MFLA. Okay, we can see there are quite a number of stocks hitting the low and rebounding. So if you are trading on all these stocks, you have to be really careful and follow the stop loss, because if it continue to trend lower and break the low, like for MFLA is breaking below the 59 cents, the selling pressure might continue. Okay, for MFLA, although we see the rebound, but we are yet to see the catching up in the volume. So it's telling us that the trading interest for MFLA actually not really that strong. So this is more towards technical rebound. And if you are caught in this stock and you want to reduce some of positions, okay, I would say that somewhere around above near the 64 cents is a good way to a good spot to reduce some of your holding. Okay, or if you are looking to buy, I don't think it's a good time to buy into MFLA yet. For short-term view, it's more towards 58 cents to 68 cents kind of ranging. Okay, and in the weaker market, it might just stop at 63 and 59 cents area. Okay, yeah. So in short-term trading, we rather focus on some of the sectors that are moving. They are benefited from market environment and have a better chance of winning. Okay. As for Wong, we are seeing after it's supported at the 20 days, 200 days moving average, it makes the rebound. Okay, it makes the rebound and breakout on last Friday. So that's why we have it on our daily pick today, and we are seeing quite some uppers, some room for it to rally to 78.5 cents. So for Wong, Royston, I think it's good for you to hold it, but do bear in mind that the technologies sectors are still on the weak position, and you might want to reduce some of the position if you see a rally to 75 cents area. Okay. Ruku is asking about BP plastic. Okay, for plastic sector, okay, for BP plastic, we are seeing some rebound, but the volume is not picking up. Okay, the selling has been, all right, the selling has been slowing down. Actually, we can see the bullish divergence happening. Okay, but we are not see it lack of the interest. Okay, it lack of the interest for it to rally. It could be due to it could be due to the the increase of the oil price, okay, which increase the concern of the or the price of the increase of the material cost. Okay, so for BP plastic wise, currently it's still going on a downtrend. Okay, going on a downtrend, and still remain weak for BP plastic. Okay, so we are yet to see the volume increase, but what we can do is we can continue to monitor to see a small pullback and breakout with a stronger volume coming in. Then it's a better chance for you to trade. Okay. Okay, Ray is asking about Takafu. Okay. Okay, for Takafu wise, you can see after the after the we can see Takafu has been trading on a sideway. Okay, Takafu has been trading on the sideway at this range. Okay, buying momentum is has been picking up. The buying momentum has been picking up. Okay, after it formed a bottoming formation right over here. All right. So for those who wish to trade Takafu, I believe it's long-term traders. If you are seeing chance of it coming back to 350 cents and rebound like what we are seeing over here at Jan 24th, or reversal signal on the November, okay, or even right over here in December, I think it's a good chance to accumulate it. Okay, with the stop loss below 352 cents. Otherwise, for breakout traders, you can look for the breakout of 380 cents. at this point, it's more towards 50-50, whereby it might touch the 380 cents and then trade back lower to 360 cents area. So for short-term traders, you might want to avoid to going in at this moment. But if you see, if it pull back to 365 cents area supported and buying pressure coming in to 370 cents, then you might want to buy some to see the potential buying pressure to above 380 cents. Okay, for me, I would say that it looks quite healthy for Takafu. Buying pressure is there. Okay, a bullish reversal, continuous buying pressure. Just that we need to wait for the volume to pick up. Okay, otherwise it might continue to stay in a sideways ranging between 355 cents to 380 cents area. Okay, for Takafu. Right, Miss Chua Yiling. Okay, LB Alum, like I mentioned just now, actually, I at this moment one of the sector that I'm looking very closely is aluminum counters, because we can see the increased price in all these metals, and also the strong demand for it. Okay, and we are seeing the technically we also seeing the buying pressure coming in. Okay, especially for LBLM, you can see it has been rebounded above the 20 days moving average, and that it just sit very well along with the 20 days moving average. This just match nicely with my 20 days MA rebound strategy. Okay, that's why LBLM is one of my favorite counters. Okay, as for today. Okay, and it is in our uh, daily pick for today. Okay, it's a very strong buy, a very nice setup happening on last Friday, and today is the continuation. So with this kind of buying pressure, I'm seeing a medium. It is likely to be a swing towards 58 cents or even 60, 62, 63 cents area. Okay, so there is still another 10 cents upward movement from here. Okay, signaling a more than 10% return. So for those who want to trade, you may consider to look into LB alone. Okay, uh, and Singheng, the new IPO. Okay, we know that Singheng has been selling down since the first day. Okay, since the first day. And if you're asking me whether this is gonna be a rebound, a strong rebound back to this level, normally from based on my experience for those IPO that sell down on the first day, unlikely I'm gonna see a strong rebound back to the IPO price or even somewhere near there in a short run. Okay, most likely I might see further selling pressure. Okay, further selling pressure, because on this day of buying, for those who didn't get the IPO, they might come in and buy, and then they are caught. So the selling pressure, I would say, is stronger. So for those who want to reduce your position on Singheng, you might look into you can see the first day they look 85.5 cents, or even somewhere around 90 cents area. Okay, is some place that you can look into to reduce your position. Or if you bought on this bullish reversal signal at 82 cents, 83 cents, then when it comes to 90 cents, I think that it's better not to be greedy and take some of your position off. Okay. Ingeno actually asking about SMTrack. Okay, this stocks has been going on roller coaster. We can see is from 8 cents. The result came in and then it went to 30 cents, and right now coming back to 15 cents. Okay, normally for this kind of stocks, okay, such strong run, such selling back. Okay, on this rebound, the chances of it rebounding above 19.5 cents or 23 cents is okay. The chances of it to re-break the 30 cents is very low. Okay, I would say that it's likely to resist at 19.5 cents or at 23 cents. Okay, normally this second after the selling, this rebound I would say is technical rebound, and it is unlikely to trade back to the high. the chances of it gonna trade back to 19.5 cents or 33 cents are higher. Okay, but of course, you know that this is a technical rebound. So if the buying pressure, the rebound buying pressure are no longer there, you have to really exit it decisively, because this rebound could be just for those who are collecting on the oversold sentiments, and then they try to get out from there. So these people who are holding the position at this moment, or they are continuing to buy, they are not looking for 30 cents. They are looking for some small profits, like until 19.5 cents or even 22 cents for SMTrack. Okay, so honestly, if you're trading on SMTrack and you're holding a position and you're having profits, first, congratulations, but don't be too greedy on SMTrack. All right. Okay. Mr. Khan. Okay, MHC is one of our pick today. Okay, technically we are stealing some of the upward space to 1.09 to or even 1.15 cents. Okay, but do monitor the movement on the CPO closely. Okay, at this moment CPO still going on an uptrend, but what we are seeing is there are some of the strong selling pressure coming in. Okay, and the buying has weakened. Okay, this is actually quite normal, because we are seeing the CPO has been rallying very strongly from 4,300 all the way to the highest is somewhere around near 5,800. Okay, so some pullback happening right over here is pretty much normal. Okay, so if the pullback happening on CPO, then we might see it sorry, we might see all this sentiment, trading sentiment for plantation counters will be affected. Okay, but the good thing about all these plantation counters is, if you're seeing the buying interest coming in at the beginning of the month of the earnings, okay, let's say end of this month, you know what are the plantation companies that are set to release earnings, then we might see it move ahead of the earnings, because that is the pattern happening right now. All right, so if you're interested, you can trade, but short term see profit, take profits. Okay, because the CPO price showing some of the weakness already, some profit taking might happen. Okay, Chinwell wise, strong uptrend movement, volume picking up. Okay, hitting the resistance. Okay, but we might see it test and then continue to break higher. Okay, the next resistance for Chinwell is somewhere around 180 cents. Okay, DIANE. Okay, DIANE wise, same comments on DIANE on oil and gas counter. You can see many of oil and gas counter after recent rally, it comes to resistance is either the 200 days moving average resistance, or it shows some slowing in the buying interest. So for DIANE wise, we might see some pullback. Okay, so if you have position on DIANE, you might have to take some small profits. Okay, and see if you're able to hold above 94, 95 cents and start rebounding, then you can trade it again. Okay, given the continuous strong trend in the oil and gas, the chances of it continue to swing higher is there. Okay. NJ firstly asking about NWP. Okay. Okay, for NWP wise, we can see there's a breakout after the sideways over here, but with this strong selling pressure, although we see a very strong reversal happening, it doesn't convince us until we see a further breakout, okay, above 26 cents. Then we might see further upward pressure to 30 cents to 38 cents. Okay, so for NWP, I would like to see some sideways movement to digest the buying pressure over here, to convince me there are some accumulations of the shares, and then the intention of pressuring higher for WP. All right. Okay, yeah, and sorry for the cough just now. Okay, all right, and yep. So that will be the section for today. Okay, so all in all, what to look at some of the sectors that I monitor very closely this week. It will be some of the building materials, steel related counters. Okay, banking. All right, furniture related as well. Okay, while for the oil and gas and plantation, there might be some short-term retracement, but I'm still bullish in a longer run. Okay, so a retracement and the slowing in the retracement could signal a buying opportunity for those mid-term and swing traders. Okay, as for the glove counters, if this afternoon the selling pressure didn't come in, then we might see another round of rally tomorrow. Okay, or even it might come after T3. Okay, so for these 2 weeks, glove counter could remain quite healthy. The trading interest could remain there. All right. Okay, so that will be my view for this week markets, and I hope you guys benefited from it and enjoyed the section today. Okay, so thank you very much for joining the section, and wish you guys have a good week. All right, and 恭喜发财 and happy Chinese New Year. All right, thank you very much. Bye bye.